Today is Wednesday, June the 25th, correct? Yeah! Exactly, and here we are in Melbourne in the studios of GTV, and very, very happy to be here. A wonderful show lined up for you and everyone here this morning. Anthony KAK, Rob Mills, two of the stars of the international musical Wicked. That'll be opening in Melbourne very shortly. This show is wonderful. It's putting a spin on the tale of the Wizard of Oz, and we meet the cast of Wicked. Well, flying monkeys, smoke-breathing dragons, singing munchkins, one of the Broadway's biggest success stories. It finally has arrived in Melbourne, hasn't opened yet. The show is called Wicked. Tells the untold story of the Witches of Oz. Now, 1,700 Australian hopefuls auditioned for the show, and this morning I'm thrilled to be joined by the cast, the lucky cast. Amanda Harrison, Lucy Durack as the Good Witch and the Bad Witch. Give them a big hand. Ladies, it's so lovely to have you with us. And with us, Anthony KAK, Rob Guest, and Rob Mills. Oh, look at you. Congratulations on this show. I've heard fabulous things, and I know you've been in tech rehearsal for 3 weeks. Okay, who wants to tell me, the broad brush of the show?
I think the girls are probably the best ones. They're probably the stars of the show.
Yeah. This show follows the story of Elphaba, the Green Witch, and Glinda, the Good Witch, from when they went to college together.
As witches do.
Of course.
This is a story based before Dorothy drops in, and follows the characters of the Wizard of Oz that we all know and love from the film.
So nobody gets to wear the red shoes?
We can't tell you that, but if you do find out how the ruby slippers came to be and why they're ruby, and where the Scarecrow and the Tin Man and the Cowardly Lion, how they all came to be in the Yellow Brick Road, it's all explained very cleverly and very sort of creatively.
Wow. Now, you know your way around a few musicals, Rob.
Yeah.
How do you, what sort of standing do you put this in? Because this has been such a huge show in London and New York, and it's in Los Angeles.
I saw the show 3.5 years ago on Broadway, and I thought, this is the next one. This is the next huge, mega show, and it's proven to be, because it's sold so many tickets for the last 5 years. It's sold out on Broadway. It's sold out in the West End. It's sold out in Japan and Germany, and then it was coming to Australia, so I had to sort of audition and become involved.
And auditioning, come on.
Yeah,
You're
I auditioned, we all auditioned, and I'm really proud of that. Yeah, three times, and over a 4-month period. I'm really proud of that. I mean, that's something we're all proud of, is the fact that it wasn't a gimme for anybody. We had to prove ourselves to the Americans, who really didn't know. They saw our CVs, but they didn't know us. So we had to go along and show that we could play the roles. And that's all coming to the fore now. We're all in technicals and putting it all together, and it's working so well.
Wow. Anthony, I know this is your first musical. Now, live audiences you're very familiar with. You can sing like a dream. How are you feeling about this?
I'm pretty excited about it, and, it's just... I want to be one of those performers that can say I've done a bit of everything and I've tried a bit of everything, and I'm having a ball at the moment and getting to work with, veterans like Rob and Maggie... Sorry.
And from pop star to veteran, like...
No, but I say that in the best possible way, because you can learn so much off people like Rob and Maggie Kirkpatrick, and it's just great to be working as a team, going for the same goal. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm feeling for you.
We love him. Oh, he's my little munchkin.
Because you're a munchkin in this.
I am a munchkin. I'm an endearing munchkin who's totally in love with Glinda.
And who wouldn't be?
But she doesn't give me anything in return.
She's in love with me.
Okay, Rob, give it to us. Come on.
I play Fiero. I play the Winky Prince. Caught up in a love triangle with these two lovely ladies here.
Just go figure. How do you reckon he actually got this role together, Rob? What do you reckon?
It's a tough gig, but my character is great. He goes through a fantastic journey, as do all the characters throughout the story. I think the best thing about the show, everyone can relate to each of the characters in some way. I mean, my character comes across a little bit shallow, a little bit self-absorbed at the start, but
You're kidding?
No, just a little bit.
And how did they cast you, Rob?
I had no idea. And then just a little bit, a bit like me, if you scratch a little bit beneath the surface, Carrie-Anne, you find out there's a lot more to myself and Fiera.
So this is one of the warm, fuzzy, heartwarming, glorious little pieces, huh? So we're going to...
It's beautiful. There's a love story, there's a lot of political issues, there's racial issues, social issues all through it, but that's the best thing about it. Everyone from 8 to 80 will be able to relate to the show and love it.
Besides Rob Guest, who else has seen it overseas?
We went... Well, actually, yeah.
I've seen it 3
Kalia's
times.
the only
I
one.
haven't seen it yet.
Wow. Okay, when you sat there, at this stage, did you know you were going to be cast?
Yes, they flew us to New York once to announce that we were going to be the witches. Wow. So we did costume fittings and saw the show over there, and so we sat there in the audience knowing that it was going to be us.
Bawling.
Bawling. Completely so emotional and excited. But yeah, it is such a beautiful, magical, lavish production, and we were just blown away by it and so excited that it was going to be us, really, to be the witches.
Yeah, it was very exciting.
How many times did you see it in New York?
Twice.
And I've seen it once in London. I saw it once in London before, knowing that I was even coming to Australia. And I was just like, I have to do that show. It's just one of those things you see and you just fall in love with it. It's so exciting.
The technical, I understand you've been doing tech stuff for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Feels like 3 years.
Because there's so much lighting, there's so many ensemble members, there's so many costume changes that, I mean, I think the first time we ran it, a lot of the girls didn't make it on stage because they had to run off, get costume changes, run all the way back. Where are the girls? We'll just keep dancing, no worries. I have no partner, but I'll just keep dancing.
But the technical side of things is like, it's for the technical people.
Yeah.
We did our rehearsals in the studio for another 3 or 4 weeks before that as well. So we were rehearsing, getting blocked in, getting all our characters together. Then we move into the theatre, and then it becomes the time of the technical people to actually make it work around what we do, and we fit in with them. So we have to sit back a little bit and sort of let the technical things happen and make it fit.
How many takes are there?
Oh,
50,
goodness
60?
me. Yeah, it's
Have you ever worked in a show that's as much high-tech as this?
This is more high-tech than any show that I've done. It's even more high-tech than Phantom, which I thought was really, you know, you had to be, it's very specific. If you're out of your light, you cannot be seen. If you're not in the right place in the stage, I mean, it's transformed the Regent Theatre. I mean, you walk in there and you are part of Wicked when you walk in. That's the exciting thing. When we first walked in, remember the first day we walked into the auditorium, and it looked like a NASA launch pad. There are so many computers out there to make it all work. They'll all disappear, of course, but it's everywhere. You go, oh my goodness, we're part of something huge.
I think that's why Tech Week has, you know, it's such a, this particular Tech Week is so laborious or whatever, because there's a lot of room for, you know, if it's not teched in perfectly, it could be really dangerous because there's all sorts of magic happening everywhere.
Well, I've got to say, I am so looking forward to it. I've heard so much about it. All the questions that you were too afraid to ask about Dorothy. They all get explained, right? Rob, Anthony, Amanda and Lucy, congratulations on getting to this. I know Australia is absolutely going to love it with open arms. Wicked, and it opens, I think, the
12th
of July.
Yep. Fantastic. You're going to love it. And thank you for coming in this morning. This is just, haven't they good audience? Hello. There you go. Well done, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got